mentality is a whirlwind. Where to begin? Start by saying I'm harder than ever. Took life's conditioning, like bones to microfractures, you gon' feel it. When connects to jawline, written words to notes under ledger, it's not minor science. Take you to the highest climate, mission, suffocate.
Yo, this is Willie being Mr. I mean what I say what I mean. We got the juice on the proof, no chaser. Bars is back. Trying to still figure it out. Don't look like Rocky and Rocky 4. You know, when I beat the Russian. But speaking of fighting and boxing, let's get right into it. Y'all all seen the 94th Annual Academy Awards last night. If you haven't, you've seen all the YouTube videos going crazy and viral over this incident where Will Smith smacks Chris Rock in the face over a joke. And it's, me personally, it's ridiculous. It's insane how this went down. And I clearly, for one, there's a lot of videos. I'm not going to do all that, like the extra like footage and the pictures and all of that. There's a lot of videos that already got that out there, and the audio. So if you want to hear that, go to them. I'm just here to put my thoughts on the situation, all right? So before I continue, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. If you like any of my videos, please do that so I can enter in the algorithm of people watching my videos. So I feel like I can be very entertaining. Okay, so let's get into it. So just by him, like Chris Rock coming out and he targets a married couple, then he gets into Will and Jada or whatever. But it was light. The joke wasn't even that deep. And if you go deep into the situation, many who know or don't know that Demi Moore played G.I. Jane, and she basically plays a hero, and all the things that she captured and being raped and beaten by all these military men, and she saves her head and proving herself that she can hang and be as strong as the best of them. You know what I mean? So she's basically a hero in this movie. So I felt like when Chris Rock told this joke, and what he said was like, Jada, I love you and can't wait for the G.I. Jane 2 to come out, right? And he was about to move on, right? So that's how I took it. Like, he was comparing Jada as a strong hero-like figure to the people watching and the world watching. And obviously she didn't think so. So she rolled her eyes, assuming, which from my perspective, assuming that he knew that she was dealing with a medical condition called alopecia. Well, Will was clearly laughing. There's footage. You can go see him. He was laughing. And then, obviously, Jada triggered something in him, and he went up there and slapped Chris Rock. And then the part that I love the most about all of this is, like, after he got slapped, he was like, oh, man, I could have, this man could have really went in on this family. You know what I'm saying? Because they broadcast everything about their lives for the world to hear and see and comment on. The entanglement, the August situation and all of that. Like, you didn't have that energy with August when y'all brought this man into your house to help him with whatever he was going through. And the way that, like, Jada Pinkett was helping him was sleeping with him. Jada already did damage to this man already. She already, took this man's manhood, pause, not like that, but, you know what I mean? She stripped this man of his dignity for the world to see. The world knows this about them. And they did this and they broadcasted it. They basically put themselves as a target for all comedians to really make jokes about. So if that's something they should never did, this is what they signed up for. So again, to all my people watching today, when you become a celebrity and you're doing podcasts, or you become a movie star, or a musician, or whatever, and the spotlight's on you, you signing up for everybody to see everything that you're doing in life. So be prepared for it. Straight out the gate. And Will's been in this game far too long. This man's over 50 years old. For this man, for his stature and the money that he's making and the life and everything that he's upheld himself to be this inspiration, this example of how black men can be successful in life, and he does something like this. Now, granted, like I said, he he really did this as like he was a immature kid in his early adolescence, behaving like that and responding like that. He needs to respond, or he needs to, let me make this clear. He needs to apologize to Chris Rock for this. Because, again, the joke wasn't that serious and it wasn't that deep. And I clearly feel like Chris Rock didn't know she was dealing with a medical condition after how he responded. Because Will Smith was like, keep my wife's name out your bleeping mouth. And he said it for the second time. He was like, dude, it's a G.I. Jane joke. You know what I mean? So when he responded like that to Will Smith after he was like cussing at him, I truly feel like Chris Rock didn't know. So the way Will Smith should have handled that was afterwards, took him to, like, went to the back, said, hey, what do you mean by that joke? It's not, dude, it was just a joke. She looks beautiful tonight. She was rocking the look. You know, I just trying to compare her to, like, an iconic figure, like Demi Moore, who played G.I. Jane. And Will could have been like, all right, bro, like, well, as most of the world knows, she's dealing with a medical condition, and I appreciate, like, further moving forward in the future that you don't make jokes about my wife and her hair, because the simple fact she's very insecure about this, and she's trying to find her space and her place to deal with this and be strong about it. So I appreciate if you don't do that in the future. You'd be like, all right, cool, I'll go up to her. I truly didn't know. I'll go apologize to her. That's how that could have went. But it didn't go that way. So again, that's what you would expect from Will Smith, but he did what we didn't expect. He's not 50 Cent, and he's not even Eminem. But if you go back to Eminem, he had this whole dude, private and buttocks all in his face while he was flying through the air, and he drops right in front of Eminem or whatever. And Eminem could have been like, you know, I mean, giving him 2 pieces of biscuit, but he didn't. He got up with his entourage and they left. You know what I mean? I know he was flaring about that, but he responded in a way that he should respond, because he's an iconic figure. You know what I mean? So that's how Will Smith should have kind of handled that. He could have just walked off and dealt with it later, but he didn't. And this is what we kind of expected for him to do. So squash all that, like, oh, he's tired. That's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. Because they shouldn't have put it out there for the people and for the world to hear and see in the first place, if he's going to be that sensitive. You know what I mean? Because that's just what comedians do, and they make real life situations into a joke and make it funny and to lighten up the situation for whatever they may be going through as comedians, or for other people in life, to have them look at their situation on the lighter side. That's what their job is to do, is to make you laugh. And everybody was laughing, but it wasn't like a deep, hard, gut busting ha ha ha, you know, kind of laugh. It was just a lighthearted joke, and it would have moved on from that. But Jada made a bigger situation out of that. So that's just my take on it as far as that goes. But tell me what y'all think and comment at the bottom below. I'd love to read y'all comments, but I feel like in this situation, Will Smith was dead wrong, and he needs to apologize to that man, because I don't feel like he meant it in that way. And congratulations to Will Smith for winning the Oscar and taking the whole award show to himself as a whole, based on his outburst. I really feel like this was a damper on the black culture, especially with the Oscars supposed to be putting out the whole ethnic groups of that hasn't been represented before in this light, and he took all of that and it just went smack. So again, tell me what y'all think below in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching. Stay tuned, and again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Peace.